can't I just do one video? Hello, it's Mike with WriterSanctuary, and today we're going to take a look at how to remove plugins and themes from your WordPress website using cPanel. Now this is for those who can't access the backend of WordPress due to a plugin you might install that might break the login screen. For example, if you install something like WPS hide login and you either forget the login or something happens where it breaks the ability to log into WordPress, then you need to go through and remove the plugin. Now today I'm doing it through cPanel, but you can do it through FTP programs like File Zilla and Cyberduck. But to keep things simple, we're just going to use cPanel today. So because I use Green Geeks, I have access to cPanel. Not every web host will, but a large portion of them do have it installed already. Now what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to the file manager of cPanel. File Manager will open up in its own window, and at the bottom left here you'll see a folder called Public HTML. Now this is the front-facing folder for your WordPress website. All you gotta do is just click onto it, and the screen on the right will change to your WordPress installation. Now from here we're going to double-click into WP Content. We're going to click on the Plugins folder here, double-click into that. We're going to find the plugin that's causing the issue. So in this case, it's going to be WPS Hide Login. We're going to select it once. Now there's two ways you can delete it. You can either right click and hit delete that way, or you can use the delete option here on the top of File Manager. Either way, just click it, it's gone. And from here, you're going to be able to access your website again and log into it. Now this works if you know exactly what plugin you installed that created the problem in the first place. If you don't know and then all of a sudden it just starts breaking on you, you'll have to do a little bit of troubleshooting. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. Some people will turn the entire plugins folder into an old folder, then create a whole new one that is completely empty, and then try to reload the website from that. And then you can drag and drop your plugins from the old folder to the new one by one, until you break the site, at which point you know exactly what plugin is causing the issue. Now this also works for themes. You just do the same process. Instead of plugins, you click on themes. Now when you delete plugins and themes in this manner, the data form usually stays in the WordPress database. In this case, you can use something like WP Optimize, which helps you clean the database and wipe out all those extra folders that don't, the orphaned data that's just sitting there. I have no idea how long it took me to get that out, and I still messed it up. Well, even though WordPress is a fairly stable and decent system to use, sometimes you can install plugins and themes that will create a conflict with each other. And sometimes those conflicts can break your site. That's why I always suggest creating a backup of your website. That way, if something does go wrong and you can't fix it, you can always revert. Sometimes. Now, if you can't access the back end of your website, it's really hard to restore from a plugin. At which point you can restore from your web host usually has a backup copy. You can create a complete backup using FTP and exporting the database. So there's quite a few ways that you can back up a website and revert it back to normal. So there you have it. Fairly quick and easy. Fairly simple to do. If you have cPanel, you just log into it and just right click and delete. That's pretty much all you need to do to remove a plugin from WordPress, aside from cleaning the database. So what kind of WordPress problems do you ever come across? I've had a few plugins that created some weird issues. Like there was one that was tapping out my resources, and it took a little bit of troubleshooting to figure out which one was like tapping out my hosting account. So I just wiped that one out. And then I did have template kits. That was the longer my blog post became, the more of a latency there was between me hitting a key and it actually showing up while I was typing a blog post. This goes to show that sometimes plugins don't like to play nice together and cause all kinds of problems, which is why you want to try to keep your plugins to a minimum. Only keep the ones that you're absolutely going to use or that you absolutely want to keep. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. For more videos about WordPress, blogging, freelance writing, self-publishing, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. It's been a long time since I said that. I almost forgot how to say it. I think it's going to do it for me today. I'll see you next time.